Good morning, mob family. I know I just posted a video a few minutes ago, or however long it's going to be before I get this up. I'm going to try to make this short because I want to get this up as soon as possible. Yesterday, Jefferson Parish Sheriff had a press conference about several threats that have been made and investigated in our surrounding areas. There are multiple schools in our area who have children who have joked, who have threatened, who have taken pictures about being a future school shooter on a whiteboard and have sent this through social media. These children are causing mass panic in our community. Parents don't know if they should keep their kids home or send them to school. This is not on the parents who are trying to do their best to protect their kids in a school they are sending them to. I am calling on the Jefferson Parish School Board to change your policy when it comes to informing parents about what is going on in the schools that they send their kids to every day. I understand that these are minors. I understand that kids joke and say stupid things. You need to inform parents. If you don't want parents to be freaking out and taking their kids out of school and disrupting the day, then you need to tell those parents what's going on, what you're doing to ensure that their kids are safe every day, and what you're going to continue to do to make sure that their kids are safe every day. This is unacceptable. I should not see parents posting on social media that they're not sending their kid to school today because of some threat that they didn't know about, that their kid came home that day to say, hey, this is happening in my school. Are you kidding me? If my kid is going to school, this did not happen in any of my kids' school, thank God, but it happened in a friend of mine's kid's school. If you can't tell me what's going on in my kid's life, how am I supposed to parent them? How am I supposed to guide them? This is not right. I and every other parent in this parish should know when my child is subjected to threats of violence against them. This is a serious issue. These kids have so much anxiety, and as their parents, we cannot serve them, help them, and get them the help that they need if you don't tell us what's going on in their school. This is absurd. I'm not saying publish people's names. I'm not saying call kids out on social media. They have a right to be protected too. Kids do stupid things. We all know that. All of these threats are not credible. We are aware. But even if they're not credible, we have a right to know. We have a right to know that we need to sit down with our kid that night and say, hey, what happened at school? How do you feel about it? What do you think about it? Do you think that this could actually happen in school? What would you do in school if somebody pulled out a gun? Yes, we have to have those conversations with our kids today. And no, you are not preparing us to have those conversations because you're not telling us what's going on in our own kids' schools. You are not the responsible party for my child's mental health state and well-being. I am. What happens in your school affects my kid, and I should know about it. This has to change. Parents have a right to know what's going on in their kids' schools, and it shouldn't be coming from the kids. It should be coming from the administration, and you should be telling me what you are doing to ensure my kid is safe every day. This is not directed at my child's school. But I know that if this happened at my child's school, guess what? Guess who would be informing me? My kid, not the administration. And I know their hands are tied by the Jefferson Parish Public School Board on policies that they have in effect. Things need to change. Our kids need to feel safe. They need to know that their parents know what's going on in their lives and can help them. Parents, if your kid comes home and says there was a threat at their school by anyone, no matter how trivial you think it is, call 911. You inform the police of that threat. It is our responsibility as parents to do what we can to keep our kids safe. If the schools will not do it, if the schools will not inform us, call a parent that you know. Let's not blast it all on social media and get mass panic. But call a parent you know, say, hey, did you know this was going on? Let's talk about it. When we stop talking about these issues is when these kids show up to school unannounced and murder our children. If your kid is not feeling safe in school, you have a right as a parent to take them out of it. I am upset for the parents in my community. I am upset for the children in my community. I have had several conversations this week with my kids concerning safety and you being careful what you say in school. Because yes, it is a crime. Talk to your kids that it is a crime to threaten violence against their school or their peers. I think some of these kids don't even know that. And they think it's funny, or they're trying to deal with the stress of a situation with humor and they're using it inappropriately. Yes, kids do that. Yes, it's part of childhood and figuring out what's socially acceptable and not. But we as parents don't know what's going on in that kid's life to know if he's a credible threat or not. But we sure as shit deserve to know that our kids are being subjected to that kind of threat. So we can minister to them. We have to help our kids get through this. If you don't tell us what's going on, we don't know what we have to help our kids with. These policies need to change. Parents have a right to be informed on what's going on with their kids. Period. I ask that you please share this on social media, tag Jefferson Parish School Board, do what you can to get this message across, because I know I am not the only parent that feels like we are at a loss to protect our own kids because Jefferson Parish School Board will not inform us of what is going on in our own kids' lives. Y'all have a great day. Be awesome. Keep your kids safe. Hug them, kiss them, make them know that they are loved and you are there for them no matter what. And if you think your kid is not safe,